Pole vault is a sport that requires a lot of skill, practice, and coaching, but it's also chock full of physics. Starting with the equipment being used, let's start with the pole itself. It's intentionally designed to be flexible but not break so that it can store up a bunch of potential energy, elastic potential energy, before swinging the athlete up into the air, changing that elastic potential energy into gravitational potential energy. In this sport, their goal is to launch themselves over a horizontal bar that's being held up by only two little prongs off the vertical uprights. If they knock that horizontal bar off those little prongs, then they failed the jump and they don't pass on to the next level. They have to get themselves completely over without knocking down the bar before it's considered a successful jump at that height. This gets harder and harder to do as the bar height gets raised to the next level with each successive jump. You can pass the jump height even if you do touch the bar, as long as the bar doesn't actually fall off the prongs. On a jump, the athletes start off holding the pole upright and start running toward where they're going to jump. And as they get closer and closer, they aim that end of the pole into an anchoring point and then start bending the pole as they continue to run toward the jump, which transfers a lot of energy into elastic potential energy. And then through a lot of practice and training, they figure out when exactly they need to do a jump to assist the pole, getting them as far up in the air as they can, which they are also at that point using the pole to torque their body to get their feet going over the horizontal bar. So they've changed a lot of their kinetic energy into gravitational potential energy as they go higher and higher with the assistance of that pole. As they get towards the top, there's a whole lot of things happening all at once. They're trying to get their feet over the bar, twisting and torquing their body. They're also trying to give themselves one last push with the bar so that they can get that last bit of height that they need. And they also have to give the pole a slight push one way or away from the horizontal bar so that the pole itself doesn't hit the bar down, thus making them fail the jump. So as they reach that point where the pole's gone straight, so all the elastic potential energy has been given to the athlete in getting the athlete up and over the bar, they're not only having to give a push to that pole to make sure it doesn't hit the bar, but they're having to toss down their legs once they've made it completely over, so that their torso gets an upward lift with the action and reaction. Since they're shoving their feet down, their torso gets an upward pull by the fact that the feet are being shoved down. That can get them just that little bit of extra height in order to make it past the jump. But they always also have to watch their arms and how they're positioned going over so that they don't tap the bar and knock it down as well. Technique for this can vary, so I'm not going to get into that very deeply. But it's really important that once their feet are over, they give themselves that kick down so that it pushes the body up. And that gives them just that little bit extra height so that they don't hit the bar. After that, they just get themselves positioned and ready for the bounce on the pad that's underneath them. And each athlete gets 3 tries at a height to pass it. If they don't pass that height, then they're not moving forward with the rest of those that do. But as you get higher and higher, it weeds out till you get to the top people. And once you're the only one left, you won. All that torquing, twisting, and positioning is a lot of work. And these guys and girls do this a lot in their practice. And just to get to the gold on a stage, to be the winner of the competition, you have to do it a lot through the competition, and the fiercer your competition is, the more you have to do. So as you have fun watching athletes throw themselves over a horizontal bar using a pole and their legs, and their whole body for that matter, know that everywhere you look there's physics following you around. Hope you had fun with that one. I know I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, keep asking questions. I'll see you on the next video.